Of course, I wish to encourage debate, but some of the cheap jibes seem to go a little beyond the edge. There's a person called Steve C. who has written, yes, we must all remember the Holocaust in Albania. Well, actually, Steve, you're absolutely right, we must. Albania is a country, a poor country of quite a small population, 803,000 during the 1930s. And of those, there was probably a very modest Jewish community of about 200. And when Hitler came to power, many Jews took refuge in Albania. There were no accurate records of the numbers, but different sources have estimated between 600 to 1,800 or more. Following the German occupation in 1943, the Albanian population, as a most extraordinary act, refused to give over the lists of Jews in the country. And the various government agencies provided fake documentation that allowed them to intermingle with the rest of the population. They not only protected the Jewish citizens, but provided sanctuary to Jewish refugees who had arrived in Albania after that time, from the time when Albania was under Italian rule to when it was under German rule. And they all faced deportation to concentration camps. And what is the heart of this? The heart of this is the idea of Besa, the code of honor, which still survives today across Albania as the highest ethical code, Besa, to keep one's promise, to keep one's word. That is something that parallels the code that we used to have in the UK about my word is my bond. No, it isn't, not anymore if you're in government. One who acts according to Besa keeps one's word. We can trust somebody with our life if they have given their word. And the help given to Jews and non-Jews was a matter of national and personal and family honor. The Albanians went out of their way to provide assistance, to risk their lives, and they, in some ways, they competed with one another for the privilege of saving Jews from the tyranny of Nazi Germany. This is about often a predominantly Muslim population in the north of Albania that reacted with compassion, with chesed, with loving kindness, with a desire to help people of another faith, of a different faith and a different origin, to help refugees, to help immigrants. Would that I could say the same about our present Home Secretary and her rhetoric. Albania is the only country with a Muslim majority that actively saved, I think, all the Jews who were living there. All the Jews living in Albania during the German occupation were saved. I think except for members of one single family. And there were more Jews in Albania after the war than there were before the war. This is something that needs to be celebrated, and for that reason, Albania is to be congratulated, and for that reason, I certainly would be horrified to see more slurs against Albania, particularly with respect to the Holocaust. So please, Steve C., if you want to say something positive, please do. If you want to make fatuous and facile comments at the expense of people who gave their lives and they risked their lives for people, for foreigners, for people who they shared nothing with except for the desire to be hospitable and to be brave and to be noble and to keep their word, then please, it's not right to add something. So I'm sorry if I misinterpreted your comment, but it comes across badly. So please be careful.